You know, for years I've had this picture in my head about the kind of life that I've wanted to live, of waking up every day, having the choice to do anything that I wanted, and spending my time building something that I genuinely believe should exist. And it's kind of surreal that now I'm finally walking that path. Making the jump into entrepreneurship was kind of inevitable. Things that were impossible to do even as a solo founder, I would say even like 6 months or 1 year ago, that has become possible right now because of AI. One person can build products that used to require entire teams. One person can reach millions of people. One person can create a global company just using their phone and laptop. You know, this is really the best part about working for myself. This morning I was at a cafe with the beautiful Namsan Tower view, and now I'm on my way to a new cafe. I feel so free. Although before that, I want to stop by at Olive Young. So the other day from Olive Young, I got this CLIO chapstick, and it is so cute. It is literally so cute. It's like a charm for my bag, and I want to get one more of these. And I also want to get new sunscreen. I'm gonna check out the different products and then probably get it online, which is easier. You know, summer in Korea has been kind of insane. Like, it's the first summer where it is so hot that anywhere I go, I'm just sweating so much. It's the first time I feel so extremely bothered by the heat. When I'm at Olive Young, I get so easily distracted because there's so many amazing products. This summer though, I'm using 3 different types of sunscreens. One is like a normal cream type, another is a stick type, and for reapplication like every 2 hours, I'm using a spray type. I'll have the links to my favorite products in the description so you can check it out. Because of having gotten the skin booster, I think for real skin quality, nothing compares to that. For now, from the store, I only got the protein shake, and the other products. As I said, I prefer purchasing it online. And I've been working out 5 days a week these days, so I have to increase my protein intake. And from here, we want to cross. Like, I keep hearing from so many people, why did you leave a safe salary? Like, what are you doing for income right now? I want to address the income stuff. I have never in my life lived paycheck to paycheck and always invested in the best assets that I'm able to save more than 50 or 60% of it. That means I'm in no financial danger at all. Leaving a stable career, it never looked irrational because I made the right financial decisions, which put me in a position where I'm able to take this kind of a risk. And when it comes to finances, if you truly prioritize what is important and track your spending accordingly for at least 3 months, the patterns become so clear. I only spend on what I deem important and necessary. Something that made a huge impact on me was this theory of the jar of life. It's like in the story, a professor stands before a class with an empty glass jar and fills it using 3 distinct items. The jar represents your total available time, energy, or money. The big rocks are the highest priorities. The pebbles, they are things that are still important but on a smaller scale. And the sand is the small stuff, like trivial things we spend money on. If you pour sand and pebbles into the jar first, there's no room left for the big rocks. But if you place the big rocks in first, there's still enough space for the pebbles to go in, and the sand can fill out the remaining spaces. It gives me a proper visual for the lesson, which is schedule your biggest priorities first. Paying for my AI subscriptions, that's a non-negotiable. Taking care of my cats and prioritizing their health and well-being, that is a non-negotiable for me. If I spend my money on the small stuff which is not important to me, I would never be able to afford the things that truly do matter for my long-term fulfillment. So pretty. I feel like I found one of the prettiest cafes in Shinsa. I love it here so much. Like, right now, it's just 7 in the evening, but I'm the only one on this floor. The architecture is so interesting. It's also like, because it's summer, it's also the golden hour of the day, and yeah, just so pretty. In this part, I was ranting about how much I disagree with a lot of people and the way they think about money. My relationship with money and finances has changed since becoming a founder, and I genuinely hate the concept that money is somehow evil. It's literally just a tool, but I've had enough of people who are either putting money on a pedestal and at the same time hating it. It's a really weird perspective to have that I don't relate to at all. One of the ideas that I really loved in the book The Millionaire Fastlane is that to make money, we should think about how to create value at scale. Because if I'm just trading my time for money, it has a very obvious ceiling. But if I build something that solves a real problem for millions of people, suddenly the amount of value I can create isn't limited in the same way. So when I'm thinking about how to make money, it's not about how I can extract it from someone, but I'm thinking about what problems can I solve that I care about and other people care about, and how to find the right product market fit. And I have this innate belief in my ability to create value and the fact that it can be learned. It's like a skill that we can get better at, which is the reason I have a sense of abundance. And I don't relate to those people who have that negative perspective about money, because money is morally neutral and having it is more related to value creation. So right now I have this like abundance mindset when it comes to finances, and at the same time understanding that there are things that are of higher value to me than money, like health, integrity, things I actually care about. If I were to give practical advice to my younger self, first advice would be to never let anyone else handle it for you. Be in control of your own finances and learn how it works. Educating yourself, because all the resources about learning how it works is available online for free. Money is considered to be a tool. I would learn how it actually works. Never ever let anyone else handle it for me, not even my parents. To be in charge of my life, I have to handle it by myself. Second would be not letting the abundance mindset become an excuse for acting in irrational ways. Like, something to be careful about is abundance mindset doesn't mean that you should spend recklessly or pretend you have so much you're just spending on things that you don't need. Third would be separating my identity and self-worth from the amount in my bank account, because money has nothing to do with your value as a person. Like, revenue is feedback, but it is not someone's worth as a human being. Fourth would be spending my time in learning how to sell. Especially as a solo founder, learning to do sales is one of the highest leverage skills to develop, which means copywriting, marketing, distribution, etc. And finally, I would be spending my time to build things that scale beyond my time, value that is delivered without me personally being involved in doing the work every single time. That's why I think making a software, making a platform, it is so powerful. If you're interested in what it's like to build a startup, figure out money, freedom, AI, and living a deliberate life, please subscribe. And I'm also curious about what are some things that you think about money differently now than you did 5 years ago. Let me know in the comment section.